with it, drop it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be making rum and raisin ice cream. Yes, you know the policeman them favorite, but not that way I make today. So first we want to start with our whipped cream or heavy whipping cream that I've shown. You want to have your raisins that are soaked in rum and wine. You want to make sure that you have your hand mixer or stand mixer and also a can of milk. With the stand mixer, the hand mixer, you want to make sure that you have a metal container. You can put it in the fridge to cool so it can be chilled, so it keep the whipped cream cool while you're whipping it up. As I said, a condensed milk. I'm using a Betty condensed milk. You want to make sure that you have your measuring utensil, so your measuring cup basically. That's all that we're gonna use. This whipped cream is 35%, so it will whip up nicely. Okay, so going forward, you want to measure out a half cup of your raisins that are soaked in rum and wine. I use Red Label wine and JB rum. You want to measure out your half cup, and then you want to make sure that you put your wine and rum mixture, not too much, okay? You don't want it to take away from the ice cream, but enough so it can taste in there basically. So what I'm gonna do now is to put the raisins into a container. Then I'm going to pour out the condensed milk. I'm using 1 can of milk. I'm going to pour all of the condensed milk in with the raisins and then mix them up and set it aside. My feelings all aside, don't know what to make it right. Pictures popping on my mind. All these like I said, these raisins, they've been soaked in JB and also Red Label wine, so they're well immersed and flavorful, so they soak up all the rum. So that's what we're mixing with the condensed milk right now. After that, set that aside. Then you're gonna measure out your whipped cream. I'm using 2 cups of heavy whipping cream for this recipe, and you want to make sure that it is cold. You need it as cold as possible. So that's me pouring out. That was the first cup actually, and no, I actually added a little more because I wanted more ice cream. It doesn't really change the flavor or anything or the proportion. It's still gonna be light and airy. So you want to whip that up until it reaches a consistency like whipped cream. If you've ever made coconut cream pie or meringue pie or any of those pies, you know that you put your whipped cream on top. The only difference with this is that instead of using the confectioner's sugar for the ice cream, we're going to use condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. So this is whipping up, and then once it reaches the consistency that we need, we are going to be folding in our raisins along with the condensed milk mixture, and then we're going to take our time to fold it into the whipped cream, and that's what's going to give it the taste, the ice cream taste. So I'm whipping it up. So at this point I realized that the stand mixer is not going to work. So I removed the hand mixer from the stand and started to use it as a hand mixer only, because this was taking too long. It was taking too long, and I wasn't about to spend an entire hour making this ice cream that could be done in 20 minutes. So this is a Hamilton Beach hand and stand mixer. So I just removed the mixer from the stand and started mixing it manually. So it's still whipping up at this point, trying to get it to the consistency that we need. As you can see here, it's thickening up now, so it's getting a creamier consistency. So it's getting to the whipped cream stage now, where we will soon add the raisins and the condensed milk and flavor it with some vanilla extract. So it's creamy and nice. At this point you could actually pipe it the way it is now. If you were putting it onto a pie, say a coconut cream pie or a meringue pie, this would be the consistency that you want, and that would have already had the confectioner sugar and so forth. But because this is our ice cream that we're making, we're going to be using condensed milk for the sweetener. It makes it much creamier, and it's also milk, so you know it fits well. So it is now at the consistency that we want, and now we're going to start folding in our raisins to make the ice cream. You don't want to throw everything in at once. You want to throw some, take your time to fold it in. It's optional also if you want to do the folding. You can also use your mixer to mix it out just the same, but folding it in, it just seems like a better way for me. So you get most of the stuff in, you mix it, you get the rest in, and that's it. You're ready and set to go. After you season your ice cream, of course. As I mentioned, we're going to be using vanilla extract. You can use your almond essence or your almond extract, rose water, anything you want to put. It all depends on your preference. So we're taking our time to fold it in here. Folding in all the rum and raisin and condensed milk mixture into this pan here. You want to make sure that your pan is cool so it can keep the whipped cream firm still, even though you're mixing it. So we're going to add the remainder of the raisins, and we're going to continue mixing. Rum and raisin is my favorite ice cream. I don't know about anyone else. Since this whole thing with the police officer, everyone is kind of scorning away from rum and raisin, but I really love it. It's my favorite, and that's why I'm making it. It's been so hard to find it in stores nowadays. So we're going to add our vanilla extract at this point. I'm using a teaspoon of vanilla extract so we can give our ice cream some flavor. You know the tingo. So we're mixing that in. After which we're going to go ahead and get our metal pan to throw the ice cream mixture into it. So continue mixing it out, get all the flavors together. For the ice cream, you want to make sure that it is a metal pan. It cools much faster, firming your ice cream much faster, and it makes it way easier for you. So I'm pouring out the ice cream mixture into the metal pan here. So we can go ahead and put that in the freezer. You want to freeze this for 4 to 6 hours, or you can do it overnight, depends on what you like. What I'm doing now is pulling some of the raisins to the top of the ice cream. You don't want everything to settle at the bottom basically. So that's what you're doing at this point. Okay, so after 6 to 8 hours, that is the result. I don't have an ice cream scooper, so I'm just using a spoon here. And we're gonna taste it, see what it's like. You see how creamy it is? And that's an apple pie next to it. I baked that earlier in the day to go with my rum and raisin ice cream. So I'm just taking it out and gonna do a taste test now. So that's a close-up. Very delicious, absolutely delicious. If you decide to try this recipe, please let me know in the comment section how it turned out for you. But this is absolutely delicious. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys would like for me to do next. Ciao.
Look at me, thinking about what could have happened or what could have